Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Vidya for Success. In this video, let us study the anatomy of frog. Yes, children, in our last video, we have gone through the morphology of frog. That means we understood the external feature of frog, and also we came to know the habitat of this particular organism. Right? So now we are going with the anatomy of frog. So in the anatomy, we are starting with the first organ system in the frog, that is digestive system. So we all know the function of digestive system. So this system helps in the digestion and absorption of food, right? So in order to digest the food, the frog consists of a digestive system. So this consists of alimentary canal and digestive glands. So if we take the digestive system in the frog, it is actually consisting of alimentary canal and digestive gland. So what do you mean by this alimentary canal? Alimentary canal is nothing but the digestive canal, right? So it starts from mouth and it ends with the cloaca in case of frog, and it also consists of digestive gland. So digestive gland, they are meant for the secretion of some enzymes required for the process of digestion, right? So alimentary canal and digestive glands together form a complete digestive system in frog, right? So let us have a look into the alimentary canal. So before going to the part of the alimentary canal, so one thing you have to understand here. So the alimentary canal of frog is short because of the food habit what it is adopted to. So what kind of food habit we can see in the frog? So frog is actually carnivorous, right? So it eat the flesh of insect. So because of the particular food habit what we can see in the frog, the intestine is short. So very short intestine we have in the digestive system of this particular organism. So because when the food is flesh, the digestion takes place easily compared to the plant source of food, right? So when any organism you take, when it is eating the plant source of food, the intestine need to be long because the plant cell made out of cellulose. So the process of digestion is little bit complex compared to the carnivorous animal, right? So because of its food habit, intestine of the frog is short, right? So whenever I'm explaining the part of alimentary canal, just you compare the organ with the previous organism what we have studied. So it will help you to recall the part of digestive system in a better way, right? So let us have a look into the organs of the alimentary canal. So the first part what we have in the alimentary canal here is mouth, right? So mouth is the first part and it connected with the pharynx. Then it is followed by esophagus. Esophagus is followed by stomach and intestine, then rectum, then the last part is cloaca. So these are the different parts of alimentary canal can be seen in the digestive system of frog. So let us go through the detailed information of each and every part of the digestive system. This is the diagram. You can notice this is the digestive system of frog. So the same diagram is showing the excretory system as well as digestive system. So you have to concentrate on the right part of the diagram. That means it starts with the esophagus, right? So the first part of the digestive system is mouth. So mouth is the anterior opening, can be seen in the frog. It is actually wider opening, right? So it encloses bi-lipped tongue. So tongue is bi-lipped in case of frog. So this bi-lipped tongue actually present in the buccal cavity, right? So in our body how the mouth is connected with the buccal cavity, in the similar way in the frog also mouth is connected with the internal structure that is called as a buccal cavity. So buccal cavity consists of lobed tongue. So this actually take the food inside, right? So it is the anterior opening leads to the buccal cavity. So buccal cavity actually consists of bilobed tongue. So this will capture the food from outside. So this is the part of the digestive system helps to intake the food, right? So mouth is get connected with pharynx. That means, as I told you, the mouth is the anterior opening. It is actually get connected with the buccal cavity. Then it is followed by the one more part that is called as pharynx. So pharynx is a muscular tube-like structure. So this muscular tube-like structure actually secretes some kind of fluid. So actually mucuses get secreted by this muscular organ. So it makes the food slippery. So because of this, the flipping of food easily takes place to the further part of the digestive system. That means to the in the alimentary canal. So buccal cavity that leads to the esophagus through this pharynx, right? And pharynx is connected with the one more part of the alimentary canal, that is esophagus. So esophagus is a short tube that opens into the stomach. So this is a short tube like structure. It is actually get connected with the stomach, right? So it is just act as a passage through which the food enters into the stomach. Clear? Yes. Let us have a look into the stomach. Is the esophagus connect with the further part of alimentary canal, that is stomach. So stomach, you can notice in the diagram, it is actually present just below the esophagus, right? So this is the organ where the partial digestion of food takes place. So frog is a carnivorous, right? So whatever the food it has taken from the esophagus, the food moved into the stomach. So in the stomach, the partial digestion of food takes place with the help of HCl and gastric juice, right? So the wall of the stomach actually secretes gastric juice, right? So this gastric juice with the HCl helps in the partial digestion of food. So the partially digested food in the stomach is actually called as chyme, right? So chyme is nothing but what? Partially digested food. That means somewhat the simplification of food takes place in the stomach by mixing with HCl and gastric juices, right? So this partially digested food will move to the further part of the alimentary canal, that is intestine, right? So you can just observe in the diagram, intestine is the part of alimentary canal. It is just present below the stomach, right? So what is the function of intestine? So we have seen in the stomach the partial digestion of food takes place, right? So intestine is the organ where the digestion, complete digestion and absorption of food takes place. So let us now understand how actually the food is completely get digested and absorbed in this particular part, right? So the intestine actually connected with the digestive glands. So liver in the frog secrete bile juice, and that bile juice is actually gets stored in the gallbladder. So in the diagram, the green colored um, sac like structure what you are observing on the surface of liver, that is called as gallbladder. So liver secretes the bile juice that is gets stored in the gallbladder, right? And the function of the bile is it emulsifies fat. That means the simplification of fat actually takes place with the help of bile juice, right? And one more organ is present, that is called as pancreas. So pancreas secrete pancreatic juice, right? So pancreatic juice is very essential for the digestion of carbohydrate and protein. So these two secretions, that means the secretion of liver and the secretion of pancreas, should get enters into the intestinal region. So then only the complete digestion of food takes place in the intestine. Right. So how these two secretion move into the intestinal region? So there is a duct called as gallbladder duct. Right. So this gallbladder duct will pump the secretion of pancreas as well as the secretion of liver into the intestine, so that with the help of bile juice and pancreatic juice, the digestion of food takes place. So as we know, bile juice emulsifies fat. So fat is also one of the biomolecule. It is present in the food of frog, right? So the fat is get digested with the help of bile juice and carbohydrate and protein. So these two biomolecules are digested in the intestine with the help of pancreatic juice. Clear? So this is how the complete digestion takes place in the intestine. So after the digestion, absorption is very essential. So without absorption, energy is not liberated in the organism, right? So what is there in the intestine to absorb the digested food? So the inner wall of intestine actually consists of finger-like folds. So finger-like foldings are present in the intestine. So that actually helps in the absorption of food. So that finger-like projections are called as villi. So villi are the finger-like folds. So these finger-like folds actually absorb the completely digested food in the intestinal region, right? And the last thing is removal of solid undigested waste material. So only whatever the things can be absorbed uh, by the digestive system, so those things are completely get absorbed by the villi and microvilli, right? So remaining undigested solid waste material need to be thrown out of the body. So which part of the digestive system helps in throwing out of waste? So you can see just below the intestine there is one more part is present, that is called as rectum. So rectum is the region where solid undigested waste material partially gets stored in the rectum. So rectum is the region where the partial storage of solid undigested waste material takes place. So this is actually get open to the outside with the help of a opening called as cloaca. So cloaca is the external opening, can be seen in the posterior end of the frog. So this cloaca is connected with the rectum. That means the rectum is get open to the exterior region with the help of cloaca. Right. What is the function of cloaca? So cloaca perform function similarly how the anus functions in our body. That means the egestion of solid undigested waste material is the function of cloaca. But we are not calling it as an anus, right? Because this is the common opening, can be seen in the frog. It is connected with the reproductive system also. So because of this, it is not called as an anus. So instead of that, we are calling it as a cloaca, right? So cloaca is actually helps in uh, egestion of solid undigested waste material from the digestive system. So these are the different organs can be seen in the digestive system of frog, right? So we have started our discussion from the mouth, and we have ended our discussion with the cloaca. So these two are the openings present in the digestive system. Because of this, the frog digestive system is called as complete digestive system. Right, children? So when you are practicing the digestive system, so first you have to practice the diagram, because this is very important 5 marks question. So first you practice the digestive system of frog, the diagram what I have displayed in the the last few slides of this video. So first you practice the diagram, then you go through the explanation. So you make yourself thorough with the function of each and every organ of the alimentary canal. Right? Thank you.